Hi guys, this is gsndome.com and I'm here with the Nokia Lumia 710, one of the first Windows phone devices made by Nokia. Here we are, together with the Nokia Lumia 800 and the Nokia Lumia 900 that was recently showcased at CES. Putting that out of our way, we're dealing here with a plasticky phone. As you can see, it has a plastic back. It's a device for youngsters, for teens that like to socialize, like to have fun, listen to music and whatnot. It's also on the lower end side of the Windows Phone area, as the design shows, and its features show that as well. Although there's not much difference between what you can get on this mobile and what you get on other Windows Phone devices. Well, let's get going. For starters, you must know that this back case can also be changed to a black one, yellow one, blue one, white, pink, whatever you fancy, whatever defines your personality. This device measures 12.5 millimeters in thickness, so it's almost double as thick as the thinnest smartphone in the world. It weighs 125 grams, so it's also pretty heavy, although it may feel light at first touch. Its display is a 3.7-inch TFT unit with the usual Windows Phone resolution of 480 over 800 pixels. It's also got Gorilla Glass protection, so it's protected against scratches. This is a clear black display, a technology that Nokia has kept using lately. The device has 8 GB of internal memory, 512 MB of RAM, and no micro SD card slot at all. It uses a micro SIM to deliver its phone calls, just like the Nokia Lumia 800. So we got that out of our way. At the back we have a 5 megapixel camera with LED flash, autofocus, geotagging, and the usual feature. No secondary camera. We also have Windows Phone 7.5 Mango, and this is the best proof, the multitasking by keeping the back button pressed. We also have HSDPA connectivity, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth 2.1, a 1.4 GHz single core Scorpion CPU, accelerometer, proximity sensor, compass, stereo FM radio, a GPS, and noise cancelling technology. And finally we've reached the lithium ion battery, 1300 mAh, about 7 hours of talk time and about a day of normal use. As far as the design is concerned, as you can see, plastic at the back, while up front there's also plastic experience. We have physical buttons at the bottom of the display. We have the home button, the back button and the search button. Other than that, on this left side we have nothing except for this little area that helps us remove the cover. And on the right side we have the volume buttons right here and the camera button. These ones are embedded in plastic, so they're pretty hard to press. Then you have to deal with that for a while. At the top we have the micro USB port, the audio jack and the on-off button. And now I'm going to show you how to remove the cover. It's done very easily, since you can slip another jacket on this device if you want. I call them jackets, since it reminds me of Samsung Corby. It's the same idea, a phone for teenagers, only it's 3 times more expensive. It's up to you to judge if it's good or not. I can imagine a teen buying this on contract and having fun with it. Okay, so now let's see what this device can do. Of course we have the usual tiles from the Metro UI available here. The standard interface on Windows Phone. Not much has changed aside from this multitasking, as I said. And now let's see what this phone can do when it comes to multimedia playback. First, let's try some music. The music zone uses Zune, it's very varied. It includes music, videos, podcasts, radio and the marketplace. So let's see what songs I have available here. I have Apocalyptica, a whole album. Let's try to turn on the volume to the max. As you can see, you can continue scrolling through the menu. You can even close on the phone and then pause the music. I'm not very impressed by this speaker at the back. It could have been better, could have been louder, could have had more bass. What I really like is a function called Lumia Music. You can put the phone near music or just speak. You can see that as I speak it lights up. So I can also play music and it will perform like this, showing colors. Or I can simply put another phone near it and it will light up. So let's say I put this LG Optimus 7 Oldie near it and I start playing one of these songs. This phone is actually louder and it's one from 2010. You can change the visualization mode. Okay, enough about that. So it's a phone for social music interaction if you want. More teens playing music, one next to each other. It will result in this. And now it's time for some video playback. Unfortunately, Zune acted up on me, didn't want to convert any of the files to show me some videos on this device, so we'll have to use YouTube. So not everything is lost. Let's try to view an HD video, if possible, maybe the Hobbit trailer. That would be nice. Here we are, The Hobbit, the latest movie in the Lord of the Rings series, it's a prequel.
You asked me once if I had told you everything there was to know about my adventures. Well, I can honestly say I have told you the truth. I may not have told you all of it.
Bilbo Baggins, I'm looking for someone to share in an adventure.
I can't just go running off into the blue. I am a Baggins. Wait! Of Baggend.
Bilbo, allow me to introduce Philly, Kiwi,
Well, you get the idea. The video playback is pretty cool. And to end the multimedia features, there's the camera. So you keep the camera button right here pressed, or you just press it once. I'm going to use this PlayStation memory card as a muse and keep it half pressed to better capture the device. And here we are. This is the photo I've just taken. The camera is decent, although it tends to create grainy shots when the light conditions aren't optimal. I took some shots with this device. Some of them are colorful, as you can see here. The colors are good, they're not washed out, especially when the sunlight is okay. I also did some video capture, like this one. It films in 720p, 30 frames per second. So it performs its duties, but at twice the price of my LG Optimus 7 device. So it may not be such a good idea after all. Okay, now it's time to get going on the Internet Explorer. Let's try to load GSM DOM. Here we are, gsmdom.com. Some pinch to zoom here. The text is easy to read, as you can see. There's also the landscape experience. There's also a section for tabs, recent favorites, add to favorites, share page. You can pin this page to the start. As you can see, I just pinned GSM DOM to the start, so I can access it easily anytime I want. And now if I want to get into multitasking and close some of these windows, since there are so many and the 512 megabytes of RAM are being eaten up, well, I just did that. So we're out of the multimedia section, now we're into the socializing section. This is the Me Hub with my Twitter and Facebook people. I can see what's new, what they're posting on Twitter and Facebook. I can reply to those. I can retweet and other stuff like that. You can also refresh. There is also some settings to arrange people by the first name. and other stuff like that. There is also a Me Hub at the bottom that shows everything that's happened to me. I can post a message, check in, set chat status. I can see the mentions I have. I can see what's new on my own profiles and other stuff like that. There is also a dialer. This is a phone after all. Here's the dialer, and here's the long list of contacts with the avatars associated. Once I click one of the contacts, I can see their wall, right on their Facebook wall, see what's new, see their pictures, see their history. I can reach their workplace on the map if I want to. And since I mentioned maps, we also have Bing Maps right here. The usual Bing Maps experience. It's pretty decent. Works just fine. I can also set to find a place, reach a destination, whatever you want. The local scout won't work in my area, which is too bad. We also have a calendar, as you can see right here. It's filled with my Facebook to-do stuff. This is the agenda with all that there's to be done, and this is the calendar filled with stuff. Let's say I chose the 23rd of this month. I can also sync it with Google, with Facebook, with whatever I want. Just a calendar. Of course, there's a marketplace available here since this is a Windows Phone device filled with apps. There are also some recommendations courtesy of the... Let's try and find it. There's a Nokia app highlights it's called. This one is a Nokia recommendation app, which honestly I didn't use very much, because I can find my own apps without other people telling me what to find. Of course, I also installed the Facebook app to get the genuine Facebook experience without the Me Hub. So here we are with the genuine Facebook, the photos of the people that I know, with the events that are happening right now, notifications, and finally my profile with newsfeed, events, friends, people, requests, and other stuff. And now I'm going to show you some apps I have installed on my own. One of them is good for people who fly often, who travel by plane. It's called Skyscanner. So if you want to go, let's say, from Madrid, if you want to go from Madrid to Paris, you can search the flights. If you want to leave today and go back tomorrow, here are with prices near them. You also have some options like takeoff time, duration, all carriers. Here are the carriers and their prices. Here are the airports that you can see. You can also cancel your current option, clear filters, select another date. Let's click a flight here. I guess that you can also book them, although I wouldn't bet on that. You have the details. You have also some alternatives, which is cool. The departure, and you can also pin this to the start in case you're wondering. Well, there's also another interesting app for fans of TV shows. It's called simply TV Show. It shows you everything you need to know about your favorite TV show. Breaking Bad, 2.5 Men, that's what I chose. The episode you didn't see, the episode that are coming soon. You also have a news section that's all about the Golden Globes today. And finally, we're going to show you a little game. A game with monster trucks. It's called Top Truck Free. It's not much, but it's fun to play. You jump over obstacles. And that's about it. You do crazy stunts. So as I said, this is a phone for teenagers that will love this plasticky feel, the fact that you can change this identity by switching the colors. It's also pretty cheap, pretty low end. You can socialize via music, via Facebook, and teens will love this phone. but at the cost of lower end specs. This is gsndon.com, and I hope you like this review of this Nokia Windows Phone unit that runs Windows Phone Mango, has a 5 megapixel camera, has a plastic jacket at the back, a not so good speaker, a pretty decent display for that matter, but these specifications are good for a phone in 2010, we're in 2012, but as I said, if the price goes any lower, it's a must buy for a teen. Okay guys, this is it, hope you like the review, and I'll be back with more in the following days.